Okay, this will be a submission for judging for Brainer's mod. He sent in a video, so we're gonna play the video quick. So there's functionality, which is really nice. So it writes, and he let me know that it uses Factus as a way to erase. Really, really curious of the construction of like. So if that's the eraser mechanism, so is it a twist or is it like how are you like getting like more of the eraser? Like I'm actually very curious. Um because it says extendable and retractable eraser. So I'm like how do you get more of the eraser out? I remember seeing this and I was actually thoroughly impressed. And also thank you so much for just have really good lighting on the photos and like for the presentation. And then there was quite a theme that was like specifically mentioned. Lavender Fields, little, just a maybe a little. Maybe let me look it up quick. Uh, yeah, there's some silver-esque look to it when you look at Lavender Fields. Yeah. The theme's there. Yeah, it's there. Let me go back to my grading sheet here. It's not very complex. Well, that's wrong. That's so wrong. I'm reading BT, so that's why I blurted that out. But like, please allow me to correct myself. Um, I do like that this is still balanced, which was shown. It was blatantly shown. Um, oh, functionality detached. Oh, this was the from the video or whatever from my recollection. Um, yeah, because you can take the pencil out. I remember this. Yeah, I'm really still really curious as to how the heck does the eraser piece function. Also, if you really think about the complexity of this, is that like so you can take the pencil out as part of the piece, right? And you're using the eraser. So both pieces slowly over time lose weight, not necessarily at an equal amount, but the fact that like he had to probably had to do the weight and math adjustment for that, like that's actually really cool in terms of its like complexity. While it being a BT doesn't make it very like super original, but the structure of it all seems very it's there. It's definitely there. It doesn't seem like something like you could like shake on purpose and it'll like fall apart necessarily. Um but yeah, I'm really interested like how the eraser pieces. Um I did notice that one side is ACT and one is CT. And I'm wondering if that's not necessarily just an aesthetic piece, but as an alternative way to like obtain its balance as well. But so for complexity and aesthetic points, the aesthetics are definitely there. It's not like super like overwhelming, but the flow is there with like the astrology body. I would say the complexity is like around an 8, like a solid 8 or a 9. I'm gonna go with 8. Um, it has the generic like structure, but like everything else that you had to like do on top of it is what's driving it. So like the eraser part, and then like figuring out the pencil and like the length part, right? Um, originality, it's not like not original if like you look at it in the big picture scheme. It's definitely within the region of an 8 as well. Um, the only reason why there's like 2 points that drop from it being like all the way is probably that it's a BT themed, which masks its thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is a BT. It's that it's really hard to distinguish like right away if you only took a pic like one picture to see it. Um, Not that that affects points, but eh, it's still there, right? That's the point. It's definitely an original mod. Um, but it's not something that like outlandish. That's what I'm trying to like find an example of, like, right? Like, oh, like someone did a body cut of like X thing for like this crazy thing that maybe I've never seen before, or maybe the community's never seen before. So that's where there is a reduction of like the other 2 points. So it's also an 8 here. And then for cleanliness, this is actually really clean. I'm actually a little terrified as to how you got this purple grip cut so cleanly. Like, what? For it being a BT, this is actually really clean. I'm not really one to give 10 for cleanliness because I'm such a stickler, but there's nothing not clean about this. Unless if you're hiding it on the inside. If you're hiding on the inside, you've done a great job at doing so. Like, I might just have to give you a 10 because like I can't notably see, like, even if I zoom in, I cannot notably see, like, there's no like excess plastic like skin that's like hanging on anything. Like, maybe if I'm being really harsh, like, oh, I guess the eraser's like that clean, but I'm not gonna like dock points on that. This is probably the first 10 I might be giving on cleanliness, and I'm actually terrified that I'm giving a 10. But yeah, 10's what it's getting. So, but yeah, thank you so much for submitting. This also crowns you as the winner for the EU side. So congratulations. I didn't plan on filming it in order like that. It actually just fell into place like this. So yes, congratulations for winning the EU side of the competition. And then yeah, I'm gonna be moving on to the next submissions. Thank you so much for participating, and yeah.